What comes to my mind when I think of London? Well, history, architecture, and art. Art can be defined in different ways, and things like sculptures, paintings, music, drama, and videos can all be counted as art. London is also home to fashion and a diverse community, which made me think about how different we all are and how different we all dress. The way we all dress reflects on our personality and who we all are as human beings. It also says a lot about where we are from and our culture. Beauty is another part of fashion, and now that the internet is very popular amongst youth, many websites such as YouTube are watched daily, and British fashion bloggers are very popular. These are YouTubers such as Zoella, Tanya Bear, and Naomi Smart, two of which live in London. They have a big impact on young teenage girls, as some teenage girls see these bloggers as role models and as their fashion icons. Many big fashion labels have held fashion shows in London, such as Chanel. Fashion shows such as London Fashion Week are also one of the many shows that are put on in London. Lots of famous British models have also participated in London Fashion Week, such as Cara Delevingne and Jordan Dunn. Fashion has changed in many ways throughout the years, from having big curls to lots of volume in the hair and to afros and things like that. I have seen myself a video that I found very interesting. It was fashion, so hairstyles throughout different years, so from 1910 up until 1950 to 1970s, up all the way up until 2010, and they recreated looks from those decades, which I thought was really interesting, and it gave me the idea to try making that, so recreating that myself. And although it was USA, I want to look myself at things that were in England, specifically London, and how they used to make the hair, and I want to really recreate that. Carnaby Street is a very famous street in London, located near Regent Street and Oxford Street, and is famous for its fashion boutiques and other fashion retailers. John Stephen, who was once known as a king of Carnaby Street, is a well-known fashion icon who is said to have made clothes for famous bands such as the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. Oxford Street is also a very popular street, with nowadays, especially with shops like Topshop and the Nest and all those sort of places where people now go to shop. There are also many little cafes that people like to go to as well, and Selfridges is very famous. So yeah, it's a very famous place for big designer labels and yeah. Overall, fashion has evolved in many ways throughout the years, and this is something that I would definitely like to explore. In order for me to create a documentary about fashion, I will need to carry out a range of research. I will need to do some primary research and some secondary research. The primary research that I will be doing is that I will be visiting Carnaby Street myself. The secondary research I will be doing is some online research. I'm going to look for facts and extra information about the evolution of fashion in London. I also feel from my own experiences that fashion from different countries has an impact on London's fashion, and this too is something that I would like to research about. I also want to carry out a series of interviews with former students that I know a few former textile students who learn about fashion and design and all things like that. I want to ask them how much they know about the evolution of fashion throughout the different years, and I also want to sort of ask a teenage girl how she does her makeup in the morning, because that too is like makeup has changed obviously throughout the years, and it's something really interesting to see how they do their makeup, and I'm sure that I hope that it attracts teenage girls especially. So yeah, I hope that my documentary catches the attention of young teenage girls that have an interest in fashion and in beauty, as I'm sure that they too would like to know about the evolution of fashion. So yeah, thank you very much for listening. you.